didn't come here to ask for your name. I came to fall.
Hello, everybody. Let us watch this one. This is a new one, posted only a couple of hours ago, and it's Angelina Jordan on Angelina Jordan on Instagram. And it's not very long, but let's watch it anyway, because you know what? It's got Angelina in it.
Ever since there's a morning I've been wondering. Ever since there's a morning I've been wondering. Ever since there's a...
Okay, so yeah, so this is just a little short thing. It's on Angelina's Instagram. If you go looking for it and you can't find it, I found it underneath her picture on the top of the page, right next to her name of the page. So you just click on that and it'll pop up, and then it'll only last a few seconds and it'll go away. But hey, it's something new. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Well, we're back. We've seen this video before, or this picture before. I don't believe it's a video. It's just a picture. But it's okay. It was posted February 2nd. Today's the 20th, 21st. Yeah, it was posted a while back. But listen, it popped up again on Sarah Starr's Instagram page. So I'm going to show it to you again because I don't know why you wouldn't want to see it again. I guess that's the only answer I got. And this is, of course, a picture of the Angelina with Juliet and Mary with the band. And let me read it to you. Sarah Star 84, thank you for another truly magical and unforgettable musical moment in Las Vegas. We are so incredibly proud of you. Thank you so much for all your efforts and your dedication to building bridges between cultures. Thank you for inspiring people and for everything you give through your music, timeless, powerful, and truly incredible. Your work reaches hearts across the world, and this is only the beginning, with many more shows and moments to come. We all certainly hope so. All right, guys. Well, I think you guys all know the players here, right? Angelina, Juliet, the movie star over here, and of course Grandma Mary. And I don't know who's taking the picture. It could be Mike or Sarah, or maybe they both took pictures. I don't know, but it's nice to relive those moments. It was great to be out there. All right, guys. We'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is a brand new posting on Mary Zamani 6. Posted several hours ago. 4, 5, 6, something like that. And we have, well, I don't know what we have because I haven't seen it before. Let's go ahead and watch.
I didn't come here to ask for your name. I came to fall, to play no game, to leave behind what I once knew. I didn't come here to ask for your name. I came to fall, to play no game, to leave behind what I once knew.
So, it's, you know, California has so many beautiful, so many natural beauty, if you want to put it that way. And it's strikingly different from where I am out in New York. I'm in the Finger Lakes regions. There's rolling hills here. There's some, I guess you'd call them mountains. We have ski resorts around and things like that. They're not, I call them out west are pointy mountains, and out east are round mountains. Okay, they don't have most of them don't have a point, a snow-covered point, but they're high enough in elevation that they get snow and we have ski season and stuff like that. But just think about this. The whole coast of California on the Pacific Ocean, if you're there, there might be some places where there's something in the way, but you're watching the sunset over an endless sea, right? According to one of Angelina's lyrics. And it's so beautiful to see that. I know I was in a habit for a while, not now, but I was doing it for a while. I was taking my dog for a walk early morning before the sunrise. I was walking down here by this lake that I live on and watching the sun come up over the hills that surround the lake. And it's just a beautiful time of day. You know, you don't get those colors and stuff just bam out of nowhere. You know, they seem to be at dusk and an early morning sunrise. The sky is just painted so many just beautiful colors. Anyway, let's move on. Okay, talking about that, Angelina's driving along here. I think that's a Freeway 405. I think it said north and south. I don't know where that is or what relevance it is, but it looks like it's pretty busy. And it's so nice to just see Angelina just driving along. You know, I imagine she probably is singing all the time or thinking about what to sing next in between things. And she's just she's a wonder. She's a miracle. Unique, like all of us, but in a different way. She has different talents, abilities. Yeah, if you want to believe in it, some kind of predestiny, she has a reason to be here that's different than most of our reasons to be here. But I think that we can all fall in line with certain things. For example, I don't know if I know anybody that believes violence is the way to solve problems. Maybe I do. I don't know. I can't think of anybody. Especially as you get older, you know, you're less. I guess you're less capable in many ways of violence. But you know, the thing is that every single life is unique and precious for that reason alone. They're unique. It doesn't have to be. They don't have to be a singer like Angelina, or they don't have to really have done anything that would be necessarily noteworthy. Their existence is noteworthy. You know, they're a unique specimen, never to be seen again or before, and I think that makes each person precious. Why would you want to kill somebody? Why would you want to hurt somebody? I don't know. As I've gotten older, I just have never understood it. Now, that's kind of weird coming from a guy that taught martial arts for 20 years. But remember, martial arts in its essence, well, at one time it was, let me back it up. Martial arts nowadays, even traditional martial arts, always impresses its self-defense. It's not about how to attack people. Okay, it's about defending yourself, defending your family. Okay, it's not about attacking others. As a matter of fact, most of the martial arts philosophy has to do with, you know, if you've let something get to a place where you are attacked, in a philosophical sense, you've already lost the fight. You don't want to be in a fight. You don't want to have to defend yourself. You want to try to avoid that somehow. But there can come times when you have to do what you have to do, you know, and that has to be done, I guess, more thoughtfully than passionately at the moment. But anyway, let's move on. I spent a long time talking about a short video, didn't I? It's just such a beautiful picture. All right, let's move on to the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye. Okay, let's get started. This is another video. We have 4 brand new ones today. Imagine that. 2 of them are a little bit older. I mean, they were around yesterday, but these 2 here are, this one and the last one in the car are fairly new. And we have another one that looks like it's going to be in the car. I don't see in the information provided what it is, but it looks like from the comments that she's singing Play No Game. So let's get right to it.
I didn't come here to ask for your name. I came to fall, to play no game, to leave behind what I once knew. and walk through fire straight.
Not for nothing. This is kind of like what I was talking about in the previous video. That here she is driving along the ocean. When there's not cars and structures and things like that in the way, you can see the ocean out there, and it looks like we're getting near sunset time. And you see the beautiful tapestry of the clouds, the sun going to sleep for the night, and all that. I mean, it's just the wonder of nature itself. Just think about that. People, everybody can have different beliefs, but I think that one thing that most beliefs have in common is they believe in a God. God, just call it God. And the rest of the stuff that goes along with their religion is, in some way, has on it the fingerprints of human beings. Whether it's a written thing or even if it's a story that's been told through generations about miracles or things that have happened. But you want to really know if there's a God? Just look at this sunset. Look at the clouds. Look at the way the light falls between the clouds. Listen to Angelina's voice. That's also, to me, a beacon. I believe that Angelina's voice and her family provide us a beacon of hope. That humanity isn't really gone or doomed. I used to think that, actually, that we were on the road. Most species have a rise to a certain level and then eventually they fall. And that could be due to all kinds of factors. Man-made, not man-made, natural things, all kinds of stuff. Like they say the dinosaurs died because of the that big meteor that fell where the Chicxulub Peninsula, I think, somewhere like that, and wiped out the sun for a number of years, and all the plants died and all the animals died, all the dinosaurs at that time. I guess that's the most common understanding currently. And so species rise and fall, and sometimes it's their own hand that causes their decline. Sometimes it's I use hand, I'm just using it as an example. Some species don't have hands, but they rise and fall in a kind of a natural rhythm, if you will. There's probably not an awful that we are aware of. I don't think there's a lot of species that have survived on this planet since their inception, whenever that might have been, hundreds of millions of years ago, have survived in their original form. So anyway, I think there's some certain little sea life and things like that they think may have been around for a long time. But I think it's the nature of species to rise and fall. And it seems like they don't come back. Once they're gone, right? They eventually just kind of dwindle down to a very small population, and now out they go. So anyway, I was, me being the philosophical carpenter that I am, was thinking about that back, probably 10 years ago, maybe about that I thought we had probably gone to our peak as a species, and we're on the downward slide. So that doesn't mean we're going to be gone next week or next month or whatever. It doesn't mean that. What it means is that, we got to a certain point, and that was really our apex. We didn't know that at the time, and we still don't know that, and I'm just speculating. But then I thought we were on the other side of the hill, and part of that's because of all the upheaval in our the way our civilizations are organized. And go back to God, okay? How does any of this exist? Where did it come from? You want to believe in the Big Bang Theory? I always like to. There's a thought about. So the Big Bang Theory, okay, so something exploded and all the planets came from that, all the galaxies came from that, blah, blah, blah. But what exploded? How did that get there? It always goes back. It's going to go back eventually, no matter what you think about, to you have to believe, if you choose to, you have to have faith in something or believe in something because it makes sense to you. That's what I think. And to me, it's, it's incomprehensible how everything that exists exists. It just is. Think about it. Just a simple thing like this picture. Here's Angelina. How does such a being become? We know how biology can explain it. We know that. Chromosomes and all the other things. We know all that stuff. Most of us know it. And but what about everything that Angelina is and her family, everything that's out that window of that car, everything is comprised of relatively unique little pieces all bonded together in some way to form whatever they're going to become. You know, the glass in the window, the clouds, the water vapor, the sun, the lamppost you see out in the background, the car. Everything is unique in a way. How does all that unique stuff come together to make stuff? You know, just think about that. And then when you get thinking about it, then where I come to the point that because everything is unique, it'll never happen again. That's why life is precious. That's why Angelina gives me hope that humanity is not necessarily doomed to extinction. Well, we probably are in the greater context, but right now, we can possibly evolve out of our current situation into a different level of being, I suppose, different level of life. Like most, if you believe in evolution, most creatures have evolved to survive and to be competitive in the environment. Wow, this is really a strange talk. Anyway, yeah, because I'm talking to myself. What else could it be? Angelina has brought back to me the faith, the belief, and the understanding that human life is valuable and worthwhile. We aren't necessarily heading for doom, and if we do, it's a long ways away. But I think with human beings, as creative as we are, there's always a chance that we can put ourselves on a proper trajectory, at least some of us, maybe not everybody, and find our way to a future. And I know if I'm one of those people that are on that track, which I don't know if I am or not, who knows. But I'll be listening to Angelina on the way. What else would I be listening to? That's my sustenance for my life. All right, guys, we will see you later. Thanks for watching and putting up with my blabbering today. I don't know why I got so philosophical. Must be maybe too much coffee, not enough, one or the other. Bye-bye.